to concept called time. And
now we can say in front already, these concepts, for you to understand being here, using the words we have available, the vocabulary we have available, will be really hard, I want to say strong, for us to make it even understand you a glimpse of idea from the thing you call time. But you can go ahead. Because time is something not so strong that mind can... The concept of time is not the... The concept of time is something that only the mind can understand. All other concepts the mind cannot understand, because the mind has been not made, but the time itself is a concept of the mind.
Well, the question is, as I understand, in the other realms, in other frequencies, in the other dimensions, the beings on these dimensions do not experience time in the same way as we do here.
No.
So, then the question is, do we here on this planet, on this realm, on this frequency, somehow generate time, or it's...
Time, as you said just, is the concept of mind. Time itself is only the concept of the mind. So, to have time, you have to have mind.
Well,
so other dimensions, other civilizations don't have so much, you would say, mind, or this mind process as such. Therefore they cannot experience time as you explore it, as you create it, as you being in it.
Okay, but it's could we go deeper into this issue? For example, right now we make some discussion, some conversation, and by your mind, what's the difference? How do we experience this conversation regarding on time? What's the difference between your experience of time during this conversation and our experience of time?
We are aligned to your time scale, because you cannot align yourself to our, you would say, frequency. You cannot align yourself to our understanding. The only way you can allow yourself to our energies and our understandings and our realms, realities, whatever, is only when you are in deep sleep, in meditation state, or doing astral travels. But for example, there are more ways that you can do it through these things or concepts that we were exploring and saying to you. But the idea is, in order for, in your time scale, in your point that you are now, in your reality, in your small part of reality that you are too right in now and this window watching you through the camera, you are in a very short perspective of a time scale. And therefore, we need to access this time scale as in sake of we need to be in it. Therefore, we are right now also experiencing time as we are experiencing this conversation in your time scale. Otherwise, we will not be exploring your conversation. We will be just getting the idea from you and to you. But because we operate on a different time scale, you will not remember or have any ideas of being connection made, because you are right now lowered yourself and pulled yourself into this small time period or this small frame.
But how it actually happened, how we slowed down?
It's because you lower your experience and idea of being here. You can be in any moment, in any time, anywhere else that you want to be. As soon as you return back here, you have no memories of the process that was happening before. And you have the same linear time scale that you had before.
Does it mean that almost each of us traveling a lot of in different time scales.
Yes.
But as soon as
Yes.
say,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. 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 You can say another yes.
And how it's happened is why we do not remember these travels.
Well, you can say you are blocked from these transformations, but you sometimes remember this whatever you say, these travels.
Yeah, but what's
But
the mechanism of this?
that's information. As we said before, you cannot carry that much information, otherwise you will be not feeling the purpose of being in this, you would say, incarnation. In second, not the incarnation, in terms of frequency. We were not exploring it is as how this frequency is.
Okay,
You have a really strong.
Yeah, but this mechanism of forgettingness is, do I understand correctly, it's some kind of self-imposed mechanism, or it's
I would say it's. You mean the forgettingness?
yes.
I would say it's. We'll say it's still of a frequency that the mind cannot perceive this frequency, as in sake of memories. The only thing, when you really train yourself to not be so much locked in the way you were saying mind, you will open up to wider and wider, wider and wider, wider and wider, wider, wider and wider and wider, wider, as we were saying in the front, menus of experiences. You open yourself to wider, wider range of experiences. And these wider, wider, wider range of experiences from your perspective, which is your reality right here that you're now exploring, can lift yourself through the more and more wider experiences. Also, another experience of having memories. But you have to understand that having and being these memories is also a link opening between these experiences that you had. And when you open the link between the experiences that you have, you will have also a bursting amount of energies, and that will also open up you another menu of, you would say, energy reactions that come across to you. So basically, it's more about how ready you are than in sake of why am I not receiving this. But even when you will be ready, you will receive this.